Hello, I am at the Fujifilm booth with Mike.
Always thought these are the most unique projectors on the market. Can you talk a little bit about this model here?
Absolutely, Philip. I'd love to. So this is our new Fujifilm Z6000 projector. It's our first 4K model. We have two HD models, both an 8,000 lumen and a 6,000 lumen. But this is our new 4K 6,000 lumen, just announced here at the show. This is its North American release. And part of what makes this so special is the lens that comes with it. It is a folding, rotating lens, so you have just a ton of flexibility with how you position this from an install basis. But then when you combine that with the lens shift, which is industry leading, it's plus or minus 82% vertical, plus or minus 35% horizontal, you can truly project from spaces and places that no other projector can.
Now, the fact that you can rotate that, right? So if the projector has to be at some angle, so be it.
Absolutely.
Right.
I always thought that was really cool. So just the install flexibility is insane. But then the whole shift thing. Most of the time when you get into like an ultra short throw lens, the amount of lens shift you get is basically minimal.
Exactly.
You know, so the fact that you have that much lens shift is actually incredible. Now, so this is the first 4K model.
That's right.
Okay, because I remember seeing the HD models in the past.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And we still have those. Those are still available. But after almost 2 years of development now, we are very proud to have the 4K model added to the list.
And the fact you said it was 6,500?
6,000 lumens.
6,000, so it's 6,000 lumens too. And if you look at the form factor of the unit, it is awfully compact for all the stuff you have packed in.
It really is, and only just over 30 pounds, so it's not all that heavy given what it is too, and very efficient power operation and very quiet operation too, about 32 decibels in eco mode.
Well, the big thing is, I think, the lens, because Fujifilm's Fujinon is famous for their optics, and this is a classic example of using your optical expertise to do something that most people just cannot do.
Absolutely. I mean, we've been making film for 91 years, so that's where our history of color science comes from, and you see that application in here as well, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But for almost as long, we've been making lenses. We started making optics for the Japanese military in 1940. So that's a huge part of our history, and all that understanding of optics and optical engineering went into this incredible lens that I got to see a cross-section of it when I was in Japan a couple of years ago and understand all the minute detail that went into not just the optical performance, but that impressive lens shift. It was stunning. There's no other word for it.
Well, it's kind of cool. You guys have kind of a really cool demonstration that you partner with Igloo
Vision, yeah.
And what they're doing is for one of these kind of immersive spaces, and you have these actually mounted in the wall, so all you see is kind of the lenses kind of peeking out.
Yeah, exactly, Philip. We wanted folks to be able to see aspirationally what's the maximum that you can do with this. So we created this custom 213 square foot room where we have floor, wall, and ceiling projection. We're using 8 of these guys in there for fully edge blended projection, and that's powered by Igloo Vision's ICE Core Engine software.
Yeah. And the fact that you can shift it optically too really helps alignment and stuff like that. That would have been an insane challenge using any other application.
And you can go heavily off axis, so you're not dazzling anyone in the face and you're not having to worry about shadows, which further enhances that immersive experience.
Okay, so really cool. So this is is this a blue laser phosphor light source?
It's a DLP. Yep.
DLP blue laser phosphor.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Now, what about all of the color adjustment capabilities? Does it have like CMS and all of the normal stuff that us geeks like to use?
It has a ton of color options available. You can actually install 3D LUTs in it.
Okay.
And because of our 91 year history of color science, this is our first Fujifilm projector to actually include Fujifilm film simulations. So if any of your audience is familiar with Fujifilm X series or GFX system cameras, they know that part of what makes those cameras unique in the marketplace is your ability to choose from an option of film simulations that have been scientifically formulated based on Fujifilm historic film stock. So Eterna for cinema, Velvia based on our Velvia slide film. Those are two of the modes that are in this projector. So if you want super vivid color, you can dial in Fujifilm Velvia, and it's going to look just like our Fujifilm Velvia slide stock would have, or Eterna, our cinema stock that we're known for.
So that's great for any creatives who are doing like museum installations
Absolutely.
and things like that. So like I said, it's an amazing piece. I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to review it in the future.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you do it.
So if I want to learn more about this unit, where would I go?
You can visit Fujifilm.com and click over on business and then go to optical devices, and the projector will come right up.
Excellent. All right, Mike, thank you for hanging out with me.
Thanks so much for coming
and
out.
I will
It's great
see
to
you
see
at
you.
InfoComm 2026.
Yes, you will.